Today we'll be talking about Day 2 of Unit 8, Solving Quadratics by Graphing. In all honesty, a lot of this is really just a review from Day 1, and for those who were there for Day 1.5. This is really just a review for that, and just kind of taking it a little bit of a one step further. So first let's talk about solutions of a quadratic equation. The solutions are the x-intercepts of the parabola. And we've already talked about that. Right? Remember, they're also known as roots and zeros, so we can call them solutions, x-intercepts, roots, and zeros. So for today's lesson, we're going to actually refer to them all as solutions. Last time we referred to them mostly as zeros. So the method we're going to discuss today is graphing. Over the course of the next few classes, we'll also be talking about factoring and then the quadratic formula. Alright, so a quadratic equation can have none, one, or two solutions. So we talked about this in the Day 1 set of notes, so you can always go back and look at what those should look like if you need to. Alright, so from a graph, when you're given a graph and you're asked, find the solutions to the quadratic function. Well, it's pretty easy. We just want to look at their x-intercepts. So this one crosses the x-axis at 6, and at 8, so it has two solutions. So its solutions are 6 and 8. Alright, now we're going to have these two try on your own, and we will go over those in class. Alright, example 2. Graph the quadratic function to determine the solution. So this time we're going to graph it. So again, we did all of this. Okay, we did all of this last in the 1.5 and even in Day 1, but we're just going to review some more of this. Alright, so let's find that axis of symmetry. So we can go to our calculator for that. Alright, remember we utilized our calculator for this to gather all the information that we need for this. So first we're going to find the vertex. We're actually going to do the vertex first, and then we'll go ahead and get our axis of symmetry. So I can go to my y equals, clear out what I have here, and I've got x squared minus 4x plus 8. And then I'm going to graph it. So and I can already see that it falls off the x-axis. It doesn't touch it. Okay, so we already know that it's not going to have any solutions. But let's go ahead and get it graphed onto our paper. So first we're going to find that vertex. So if you remember, we're going to do second trace so we can calculate. Since it opened up, it has a minimum, so 3. So I want to be left bound, so left side of my vertex. Here's my vertex, so to the left. And so it happens to be right there. It's already to the left. I'm just going to hit enter. Now I'm going to move it over to the right side, and I'm going to try and get it even with where it was. So probably right about there. Hit enter, and hit enter one more time. And remember, the x value is not always going to come out perfectly right on, but whatever the closest whole number is. So 2.00000016 is basically just 2. So my vertex is going to be 2, 4. Alright, so we have that. My axis of symmetry then, remember, is just your x value. So we write it as the equation, x equals 2. Alright, now we can go ahead and we can find some additional points. I can fill in my vertex, that 2, 4, and now I'm going to find 2 points on either side. Right, find 2 points on either side. Again, I can use my calculator for that. I'm going to go to second, graph. Alright, my vertex was 2, 4. There it is. So I'm going to pull the 2 points above it and the 2 points below it. So I ended up with 0, 8, 1, 5, 3, 5, and 4, 8. Alright, so in this case, this table is just written out horizontally instead of the ones I did last time, which were vertically. And now we can go ahead and graph all of our points. So there's all of my points graphed. And then we can go ahead and draw in that parabola. Right? And so I Tried to hand draw it in. I'm getting a little better with hand drawing them in on the computer. It's not very easy. All right. And then our solutions in this case, because it never actually touches the x-axis, we don't have any. So in this case, we're just going to say there's none. If we did have solutions, we would actually list out what they were, like we did on the previous example. All right, this one is a try on your own that we will work on in class. And then that is it for this set of notes. So like I said, this is pretty much a review from last time. And then we're going to do a bunch of practice on all of this and utilizing your calculator, just getting some more practice with using your calculator and getting those skills down in class. I will see you then.